Hello there everybody, my name is Elusive Ghost and welcome to a game called Super Galaxy Gladiator. The demo version is out at the moment and it's made by Flying Capybara, and I'm really excited to have a look at this because I watched about a 10-minute video and then decided to jump in. I beat the game on my first try, which was really quite cool. So I thought, yes, you know what, we should record this and at least get it out there and show a couple people. It's worth wishlisting. But essentially, it is a game that is very similar to your traditional survivor likes, but there's a few twists where you can pick your events, you can pick some extra perks like normal, and then it has a Bazaar type system with your inventory, which is really cool. So we're going to jump in today with the mercenary. He's just got himself a little pistol, and we're going to continue. You can see here I beat the desert arena, which was quite nice. So we're just going to jump in as standard and go from there. You can see crash land, shoot some bugs, and we're going to run around, see what we can do. Right. As you can see, very traditional. We're just going to go and collect a whole bunch of stuff. These are going to give us gold, as you can see on the left there. And the gold's going to allow us to buy ourselves some upgrades when we get to the gear shop. Which happens every so often. The weapon at the moment, as you can see, is a blaster, doing 8 damage every half a second is its firing rate, which is pretty nice. We should probably go get that other gold I was talking about. And then we've got all of these perks. So you can see, if you got 5 or more fire items in the active zone, they get +4 burn, increased magnet radius, and then +2 to all poison items. I would really like to go for a burn build this time. So I think I'm actually going to take this and try and force. Well, Fire Cloak is fantastic. So you can see, here's the gear shop. We have an inventory that we can pop things in, and then obviously we can put it onto the side here as well. We don't have enough gold for anything, but the Fire Cloak essentially burns all damage within a 7 meter radius, and restores health equal to the burn applied, which is really quite nice. It gives us some health regen early on. And what's nice with burn is I believe it can stack up to 200. So multiple sources is probably a good thing. There we go. Let's get the rest of this gold. Really, really valuable stuff. There we go. Come on. We do have our traditional dash as well, which is the purple bar there that you can see. Alrighty. Get the burn onto him. And as you can see, burn is starting to tick down. So it goes from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, which is pretty standard. We need to do more damage to you, so come on. Come on. Come on. Nearly got it. Alright, let's... I guess the problem with this is I really need 5 or more fire items, which I don't have. But we are going to bank on the fact that we are going to get it. Oh, flamethrower. Okay, I haven't seen this weapon before either, so it's going to be quite nice. 5 damage, 4 burn every 2 seconds. Yeah, sure. Got it. I'm also going to get the salamander. I think it's quite cool. Can't afford the space marine armor, so that's unfortunate. But what the salamander will do, he'll just do a whole bunch of poison damage to enemies in a little area. Just give us a few extra little bits. That flamethrower looks quite powerful, I won't lie. So the map's a little bit scarce at the moment in terms of events, but we will eventually start triggering one once the day rolls over, which I think is going to be quite shortly. So here's an event we can pick. Upgrade the hero's stats. So that's going to be things like movement speed. Ranged weapons can be purchased. Defeat mini-bosses. I'm going to go for the mini-boss. I'm feeling a bit strong now. And poison items can be purchased. That's not really what we want. So I'm going to go for elite enemies as well. Alrighty. Increased burn of the rightmost item. Yes, I think I will. Ooh, okay. So. Fires a projectile, leaving a poison pool with 6 damage. Purchasing a tool increases the poison of this pool. Sure. We're not really doing that at the moment. So I'm just going to go for the flamethrower upgrade. I am tempted to sell that in order to try and get the salamander upgrade. I think I'm going to do that, actually. There we go. I do appreciate the poison. But as you can see, we're a little bit slow. But that's okay. Alright. Let's come on over here and start doing our events, shall we? It's worthwhile. Even do a dash to get us there a little bit quicker. There we go. So in terms of item tiers, you can see they got your common, then your uncommon. Then it goes up to legendary as well. I'm just not even gonna try and dodge out of there just in case. So I'm gonna dodge out of that one. You see, we did take a lot of damage there, but we do at least have the recovery from the burn. Alrighty. We desperately need to stay out of his way, to say the least. Magnet is good. Gives a perk upgrade. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. If you have 4 or more pets, pet cooldowns are reduced. We don't have pets, though. This shield is really quite cool. We don't have a way of generating shield, though, but who knows? Definitely get the fire cloak. Do I get the heal item? I feel like that might be a good idea at the moment. Although, getting more damage. Damage or health? Damage or health? You know what? Let's get damage. Why not? Let's be aggressive about it. There we go. He's about to pop. Perfect. There we go. Nice. Oh, I'm so reliant on getting more fire items. Okay. I want to upgrade that quite badly. So let's sell that. I'll get the dagger just for a little bit of extra damage. Since we lost the poison one. Alrighty. Gotta run on over here. Did I make sure that was right? Rightmost item. I would argue, and you can change this around mid-game, which is quite nice. I think that's probably the best idea. Make sure it's on our cloak so that we can get the health regen as well if we need it. Select an event. I'll go with groups of warriors. And you know, I'll go for mini bosses as well. Why not? Just gonna see how we get on here. Okay. How are they doing for damage? We're not doing great. You know what? That's not bad. That's not terrible. Okay, all of you die at the same area, please. Thank you very much. I could really do with applying fire. I can't remember if you can apply fire to a non-fire item. But yeah, there's loads of different mechanics that you can do. You get something that happens at level 10. You then get something that happens at level 20. We've got these guys. The orange ones are the elites that essentially we just spawned from there. Well, not elites, just greatest warriors. So we want to try and take them out sooner rather than later. Which, to be fair, the burn is starting to stack up quite nicely. And we can go to a maximum of the 200, like I said before. So anything that increases the burn. I'm going to re-roll. I'm not too worried about crits at the moment. Experience is always good, to be fair. I'm going to take the experience. I definitely want some of... Ooh. Deals melee damage equal to 12% of the current shield. Since we have quite a bit of shield, that feels like it could be a good idea. You know, there we go. So we've got 120 shield. That will do, well, like 12 damage or something. I don't know. got quite a low cooldown, actually. And that's the first time I've seen that item. It's pretty nice. I'm not entirely sure if items do unlock in the demo at the moment, like if you complete certain challenges. I don't recall seeing it on the victory screen. So not too sure on that one. 1 second cooldown. Okay. Alright, mini boss is approaching. Again, we'll go for more mini bosses. Why not? Perks can be purchased. I do like perks. So I'm going to get that. Let's trigger on this one. Like I said, the only thing I don't like with the events as well, increase Mac poison by 50. Now we'll do this. Sorry, thinking here for a sec. Is if you jump out. So for example, look, it's just reset the cooldown. It doesn't decay or anything. It just purely resets, which I'm not a fan of. Oh, I don't know you guys at all. I definitely haven't fought you guys before. Ow. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay. So we did good work there, I think. Alright, let's come on over here. I want to get as much as I can before we go to those perks upgrades. I don't recall if it's cost us money or not, but I don't think it did. Oh, okay, we're back to these guys. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I think we can start stacking some good damage on him. There we go. We're starting to see 70 damage there on the old flames. What do we got? Increases the size level of tools. That's not a tool. You know what? I'll give that a go. That is a tool. But we're not doing the poison at the moment. Ooh, fire staff. We definitely want that. We definitely want that. So what are we going to change for the fire staff here quickly? Let's move that. So launch a fiery projectile that explodes. It doesn't say anything else. It's just that. So we're like, okay. Let's leave that then. Cool thing about the Scorpion, though, is it does have multicast if it's next to a pet. So we'll leave that for the moment. Let's get that magnet, see what we can get. Extra level up is always nice. And then we're level 10. So it gives us legendaries at the moment, which arguably, that is a very good legendary. I'd say, I would say it's probably, better than this. Let's do this. Let's get a holster to speed up a weapon. That's a 2-second weapon. That's a 10. Which does more burn. That does more burn. So if we do that. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's going to speed up the weapon to the right for 1.2 seconds, which is pretty cool. That doesn't count as one, so movement speed by 3 levels I think is fantastic, so I will take that. I'm going to sell these guys because I think I'm probably done with them now. Alright, let's go on. Let's get this. Get a perk upgrade. We've got 3 items with poison at the moment. So we're either going to want the perk upgrade that gives us more shields, because as you can see here, that guy's starting to do quite a bit more damage with his 62%. Risky forward with a chance to break an item. That's new. I'm going to go with an upgrade shop though, because I'd like it on the cloak. Upgrades an item once. Yeah, we'll have that. Rather than a risky forge, I guess. We'll have to set off that. Okay, so we don't have any poison items at the moment, which is fine. increase burn item of the leftmost fire item by 12. Okay. Oh, okay. They need a lot of money. Alrighty, we definitely don't have enough of that. Oh, my bad. I thought we were just going to upgrade one, but never mind. Never mind. There we go. So these are quite cool. So these are upgrades that we can just increase the stats of items, which I think is pretty nice. But as well is, if we take this fire one, you can see it only applies to the fire items, but it will increase it by 1. So if I stick it on here, that's actually going to benefit us with the +1 to the burn and to the health regen. So I think that's pretty good. And I think I'm going to pop that on there, and you can just put... thought you could put as many as... yeah. It's now 25 instead of 23. Okay, sorry, because restore health and health regen in my mind was slightly different, but don't need the improved poison, I don't think, although probably worth getting because we got the +12 as well. Crit chance to a weapon, maybe give it... oh, he's not a weapon, is he? He's a... no, he is a weapon. Interesting that you can't put that on there. Oh, well, I'll give him +2 percent crit chance, why not? Alrighty. Let's upgrade this. So I'm not sure what I want to upgrade it by. We could increase this. So we'll go to 74% of the current shield, which is quite nice. This just gives us a bit more max shield. This would give us, I guess, a bit more burn. 1.5 seconds. That's pretty good, actually. You know what? I'm going to do that. I should have done it on the cloak, silly me. But if we can just permanently speed up the flamethrower, that'd be quite nice as well, actually. Then we can just get that to apply as much of the burn as possible. Okay, we've got a swarm incoming. We should be alright. We do a lot of area damage. That's a pet item. Speeds up a random item by that every time an armor item is activated. Sure. Again, nothing really there in terms of the gear shop that I probably want. So we need to try and make sure we get as many of these triggers as possible. The fire cloak triggers. Anyone going to give me a magnet? That could be quite helpful at the moment. We still need 3 more. Add 6 poison. Oh, to all poison items. Ew. I'm going to re-roll here. The flat damage was probably good. Ooh. Increases tool damage. I'm not that worried about tool damage, I'll be honest. When an adjacent food item activates, apply burn to a random enemy. The number equals the food's healing amount. I mean, I am going to take that because I want the burn. I want the burn. I need 1 more burn. Okay. We're getting there. We don't have a food item, so let's keep an eye out for one. Or if I can maybe add burn to someone. I'm going to be honest, we're fully committing here to the burn. I do like this as an upgrade. I'm fine not getting this upgrade. Because I guess maybe we would actually roll out of that, perhaps. I'd like to see the increase to burn. So that we can take it from the max increase from 200 to 250. Maybe that's worthwhile. I don't think we're quite seeing that yet. I'm going to say just beat the mini-boss. I'm just going to do bosses here for a bit. Maybe that actually, a perk can be upgraded. I'll take the perk upgrades. They are pretty good. Increase poison of the rightmost poison. A maximum poison by 150. Nah, can't do it. I think we can take both of these, actually. Which I think I will do. That's crit chance. I'm not too worried about the crit chance. Alrighty. Yeah, so like I was saying, this event, essentially, as soon as you get pushed out or if you accidentally misstep, it just completely resets. I don't know if it would be worthwhile having it decay. I mean, it can be quite a quick decay. It just, sometimes if you step out, it's quite punishing. But I'm looking forward to trying the challenges as well. And the harder difficulties, because I don't think it's too difficult, which is fine. As a starting point, it's absolutely fine. I mean, if you do get hit, it's quite harsh. So just don't get hit, forehead. Yeah. Upgrade a perk. Could just do so much more burn. Maximum shield, burn. Experience gain. I'm not that worried, actually. You know what? I'm just going to upgrade. We're sticking all of our eggs in that single 5 burn item stack, which we don't have. Increase the size of the tool. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll grab that. I am almost tempted to get rid of this at this point anyway. But it's a decent amount of damage. It's giving us a little bit of max shield. Not sure that's actually too helpful though. You know what? I might try this. I'm going to take this out. We'll give that a go. Hang on, does this... Oh, actually, we can't do that because it needs a food item in order to apply it. Okay, so we definitely need to keep an eye out on food items, which I think are small items. Alright, the mini-bosses are not too bad at the moment. Weapons can be purchased. You know, again, I'll go for defeating a whole bunch of people and defeat a mini-boss. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Take your damage. We're looking at, we're at 135, 140, 160, 172 fire damage. It's pretty good. We'll go for magnet here. Oh, this is a lot of upgrades. I want to get the flamethrower upgrade, that's for sure. I feel like... Oh, we could get all of them, actually. Never mind. We will do that. Awesome sauce. Right, we better come on over here. And start getting these events. There we go. Perfect. Still got 4 minutes. I'd like to get to level 20 to show you what it does. Should be super helpful. These guys all come to us, so we may as well make our way down to this next event. Although arguably they'll probably die before we see them again, if they've been hit by the burn. There we go. Like I say, I love this rainbow effect on the mythicals. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh, hi. All the hard arena guys have turned up. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's just dip out for a second, I think. Doing a decent amount of regen, actually, on the burn. Experience gain? Sure. Is it too late for experience? I don't know. I don't know. Well, apparently we defeated those mini-bosses, so that's good. I want to sneak through there because there's all that experience. Let's go create some money. And I'll take an elite enemy. Kind of just want to make sure we can actually afford the upgrades for some of these items. I like a cloak upgrade straight away. Okay, pets damage, movement speed, magnet. I'll go for magnet range. Movement speed's good. Okay. Nothing's doing fire damage. And I don't believe I saw food items there. I could be wrong. Punk. Look at all that money. Alrighty, come on. I think we will definitely hit level 20, so I'll be able to show you that. They can come to us. They do walk a bit funny though. Alrighty, come on guys. Here we go. Oh. Oh. You guys just got absolutely munched. Actually, that magnet range is pretty good. Hey, rat boy, leave me alone. Level up, here we go. So, we get an extension now, so it just adds damage. So if we pop this in here, you can see it adds 8 damage. If we pop it in here, it adds 44 damage. We pop it in here, it adds damage for some reason. I was hoping for something a little bit better. Maybe the fire would be quite nice. I guess we just apply it here. There we go. So it's got an additional 16 damage on it. Fire staff. Happy with that. I think I'm good, actually. I don't think I'm going to get an additional fire item, so... Maybe we need to find something that will give us small items. Because we haven't seen the food again. Which is unfortunate. But it's also, in between these bit of lulls, there isn't a whole bunch to do. And I will admit, I just saw that guy on the top right spawn in, so that was quite funny. Fire items can be purchased. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Grants the item new abilities. Yes. Yes, I want that. We only have 1 minute and 37 seconds though, so I think we need to hurry up. I'll do a crit chance. There's a food item. I'll take it. I'm not going to use it. Alright, I want to get the fire item first, just in case I want to add an extension ability to it. Come on. Oh, it's not. It's not any new fire items. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright. We'll see what the extension is. We can see here, if I get pushed off that, I would be mighty upset. Crit chance. 50% crit chance. Crit chance? On there? Maybe. If I don't know how silly this is. It doesn't... Applies a burn to a random enemy. The number equals that fooling's healing amount. Plus 8. I don't think that's better, you know. So again, let's do that. Oof. Oof. That damage was a bit harsh. So you see what I mean? We did those events quite quickly because they spawned quite quickly. And then, yeah, we don't really have anything else to do. That's the only thing I'd say, but obviously it's only a demo. And I think the core loop's quite nice. Increase the poison. I don't have poison. 4 more pets. I don't have pets. I'll skip it. Increase damage. We're not doing weapon build. So I may as well grab this. Sure. Why not? Just going around punching things, setting them on fire. Sounds like a good time to me. We've got 30 seconds before the final boss. I think it's quite good to bring him probably back to the middle of the arena. Just because then you need to extract from the game, and I think that's a random location. Is my guess. Alrighty. Come on. Alrighty, the boss has appeared. Where are you, boss boy? There you are. Okay, we're dodging, we're diving, we're ducking, we're weaving. All of the above. Doesn't take a lot of damage, actually. Yeah. I will take that. Ooh, 50% off. If I move that there, how much burn do you do? 14 burn. And no, I like this. 240. Am I going to get 240? If I sell that, maybe. Alrighty. We've committed. Get some more burn out of that. Alright, so we capped the burn. That's the only downside. Because we never got the increased max burn. So this could be quite a slow fight. Because I think the last one I did, the wave difficulty never got to normal. Yeah, we're kind of stuck at 200, aren't we? Still not bad. I think you'll probably find we got a decent amount of recovery. And we should do this nice and easily as well. There we go. Yeah, nothing much more to say about this run. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So I did a bit of a weird combo one last time. So I had this cape, I had this armor, and then I also had a little bit of poison and just the initial pistol. And it worked out quite well, actually. It didn't do as much poison damage as I thought, though, which was quite a surprise. But no, overall it went quite well. And then we can just extract. There we go. What I do like is once you hit the extraction, it's pretty instant. So there we go, stage complete. Boom. The cloak did the most damage by quite a bit. Which is quite nice. Flamethrower did quite a bit. Yeah, overall, happy with that. Speed up. Speed up items for 500 seconds. We got quite a few of the quest progressions. Ooh, what was going on there? Yeah, I like that. I mean, very good game. Well worth wishlisting it. I really am looking forward to the full amount. And if you guys want to see some more as well, let me know. And we might do some more runs. Some of the challenge runs, which would be exciting. But yeah, wishlist, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.